Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Good morning and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. I'm your host, Mike Napolitano, on this Freaky Friday as myself and my co-host and producer, Rich Camelucci. I used the government name this time because I was thinking about it more. Have switched sides here. That's part of the Freaky Fridays. You're no longer Rip, you're Rich. He's got the glasses on.
Who's Rip? I've never heard of a Rip before.
We are here on Friday.
It's May 30th, 2025. And if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again.
That is indeed the case. Here we are on Friday. We have plenty to get to today, which includes yet another pre-fill in these 9 a.m. shows. You guys are loving the overnight buy-ins and getting your spots early, which they're finally listening to us, Rit.
A lot of that stuff came in the wee hours of this morning, actually.
Wee hours in the morning. All right, so right before you jump in the truck, speaking of that, that's Ty Percival I was kind of referencing. He says, good morning, guys. I'm glad he's in here with us. Drive safe, my man, if you're driving today, but also make sure to get those brake spots before. Yeah,
exactly. That's what's up.
There you go. We have so much to get to today, but first off, we need to get our dice roll and see what is going on. Derek saying, good morning, guys. Did the Ricky Williams jersey go last night after I got offline? No, sir. It is still on the board. It is still in these boxes here. So jump on in those jerseys. Like I said, we have a jersey break. I'm not sure if you're in that, Derek, but if you are, you get a chance at that. Let's hope if you aren't, it's not coming out right away and you get another chance at it. But Jacom saying, whoop, whoop, cheers, peeps. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing great, Jacom. I'm still a little under the weather, still battling it, but the meds are helping. The cough drops have been helping. So hopefully I will be able to make it through an entire show here today.
I meant to offer if you wanted to switch, but I figure you would have spoken up if you did.
Yeah, I would have let you know. Don't worry. I plan on making it through this whole show without a single cough.
Dude, you don't have to put that kind of pressure on yourself.
We're going to do it.
You don't have to do that.
That's it.
You don't have any control over that.
Gary asking if he's in the jersey break.
Yeah, you are, Gary.
He is.
What about it?
All right, let's get
You're in it twice.
Let's get to our dice roll real quick. We need a 6 or higher as usual. Let's give this a roll. That is a 6.
Hey.
That'll do it. Just barely over the threshold. So we'll go ahead and get that into our dice roll.
What's your favorite combination for a 6 on the dice? You like a 5 and a 1? You like a 3 and a 3? You like a 4 and a 2?
3 and a 3, I guess.
Okay.
I'm very, I don't know if you'd call it OCD, but like I liked, the mirroring, the snake eyes, the double.
Much like, they say, in the rap game, it's the same with OCD. There's levels to this.
Exactly.
That's what I try and tell myself and my loved ones.
We also have to find out what our chase is going to be today. I'm going to take a page out of Rip's book and say that we need something that is 10 boxes or higher, otherwise we'll add something. Now,
that's pretty much everything but the practice squad.
Fortunately, that is everything but the practice squad. So really, if we roll a practice squad first and foremost, then
and that's some nice bonus. That's some bonus series right there to be chasing.
Now, we only have 6 on the board, and I say only, but there's still plenty for you to jump into and plenty of options here. It's actually going to make it easier for you to decipher what to jump into, I think. So
less analysis paralysis, as they call it.
Exactly. Basketball, of course, is still in here. We've still got a bunch of headliners in there. Diamonds is still fairly new. The Vault is even newer. We've got that jersey break, but don't forget our little minis. And like I said, the practice squad is sitting at 9 boxes. So let's see what we got. Was almost sliding over to the practice squad, but the jerseys will be our chase wheel spin today. So
that's just kismet right there.
That's perfect because we already have a jersey break, but on top of that, whenever the jerseys are our chase wheel spin, they go like hotcakes. So jump in there now as we get this first jersey break underway.
Pancakes or waffles?
That's tough because it's kind of like what I'm in the mood for or where I'm at too. Like if I'm out to breakfast somewhere, I guess
you're at home, someone's making it for you.
Waffles.
Okay.
If I'm out though at a nice breakfast restaurant, probably pancakes, and if I'm treating myself, chocolate chip pancakes.
Oh.
Gotta go. If you're gonna cheat, you gotta go the whole way, right? Then get back to the gym right after. All right, let's take a look at this first jersey break that we have. That is the QB Sneak jerseys. We've got Anthony Wolf, Garrett Clark. Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. How did you hear about us? What is your favorite team? And who are you chasing? Sometimes it's not somebody on your favorite team. Maybe it's elsewhere.
As soon as it was the jerseys were the chase, Al Gaona said, bet I'm in the next jerseys. Let's go.
All right. Very nice, Al. He knows what to do. He's been in here for a while. All right. So there's that message. QB Sneak, jersey number 9. Drop me a box number if your name is Anthony Wolf, Garrett Clark, Thomas Frazier, Herman Williams, Gary Marvin, or Herman Williams closing it out one more time. So if you see your name up here on the board, you're allowed to drop me a box number. We are streaming on all 3 platforms. That's Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Jersey Slam. Home fries or hash browns? If it isn't hash browns, then electroshock therapy may be necessary. Yeah, I'm a hash brown guy. How about you, Rip? Are you home?
Yeah, dude. I did 2 orders of hash browns at Denny's on Saturday, as has been well chronicled here. Hash browns all the way. Absolutely.
And Floyd Gary saying wheel.
Especially at a Waffle House. Ooh, forget about it.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Smothered, covered, chunked, diced, country style. Let's go.
Now the real question is, do you like your hash browns a little bit crispier, or do you like them a little bit like flakier? Like I don't even know how to describe it.
More starchy?
Like a little starchy, yeah.
Crispy. Yeah, I like them crispy.
Gotta be crispy.
Yeah.
You gotta get that crunch.
Overdo the pepper.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go to town. Maybe, depending on where we're at, if they need a little kick, a little hot sauce.
I prefer the ones that are like they're like the McDonald's hash browns, that it's like a one piece.
Oh, yeah.
Where you could get them at home. And
Dude, they sell those in the grocery store. You get an air fryer. Guess what? You got McDonald's hash browns.
Exactly. Or I guess you could go with the shredded ones at the restaurant, but just you got to make them crunchy.
Yeah.
Got to make them
crunchy. Derek's fiend. Egg McMuffin.
Yeah.
Come on, Bob. Egg.
Bob's going to make me hungry. Let's get to this spin, though, before we answer that one. Let's see what jersey number we've got. Jersey numbers were along the bottom of your screen there, but now I have them pulled up in front of me. The wheel says 23, and we do, in fact, have 23. So,
everything the wheel says.
yep, we are
Fine by me.
are going to obey the master wheel.
I think the Ricky Williams is in box 420.
That's a good one. I like it. Well, I don't know if we have box 420, but we do have box number 23. But before we get to box number 23, we have to randomize the names.
We do.
So let me go ahead and copy down those names. Egg McMuffin or sausage McMuffin? Which one did you say, Rip? Or did you say
Egg
sausage?
McMuffin, hands down, because it
McMuffin?
comes with the slice of ham on it, that Canadian bacon.
Are we talking sausage McMuffin has, it has the egg on it,
No,
too.
it doesn't. No, man. Sausage
just
McMuffin's
sausage?
usually like their cheaper one.
Oh, it's just the sausage
Yeah, it's just
and the
like
cheese,
sausage
right?
and cheese
Oh,
and
that's
the
so
the
tough.
muffin. Yeah, no, I get it.
Because you know what? Because I want the protein from
Sure.
the egg, but like, how do I say no to sausage?
The way that you do get the protein with the ham in there, but also
Yeah.
the way that the fluffiness of the egg is married in your mouth with the fluffiness of the McMuffin. They work together in concert so well.
You're not wrong. The real question is, let me go around 6 times here as we chat, because that is our dice roll today. The real question is what do you get it on? Do you get it on the croissant or do you get it on the
It's a
English
McMuffin.
muffin?
It's a McMuffin. It's on the McMuffin.
Okay.
Anything
good.
other than that
Because I think
is
you could get them on a couple different things, right?
sure, but I think that would change the transitive properties of what the name would be.
Okay, I got you. All right, so we've randomized 6 times. These are our divisions. Jacom. No, you know what?
That's the
I'm
beauty.
with Jacom on that.
That's the
one.
beauty of it,
I'll go
man.
sausage McMuffin. I do want the egg though. Like, can I get both?
I mean, that's the beauty of it. Really, is you get both.
Yeah, this is America. We get both. NFC,
Would you like another? Yes.
Yes, both. Yes. 2-for-1 special, please. NFC North, Herman Williams. The NFC South and the NFC East belong to our wheel caller, Gary Marvin, Floyd the Barber. NFC West, Herman Williams again, so he's got that NFC sandwich going on there. AFC North is Anthony Wolf. AFC South belongs to our newcomer, Garrett Clark. And the AFC East is Thomas Frazier, with Herman Williams once again, one more time in the AFC West. So Herman is the king of the West. I heard they're coming out with spicy breakfast sandwiches in July. Ooh, that is right up my alley.
Like I said, I do appreciate some hot sauce on a breakfast. I like a spicy breakfast. It's a risky proposition though, going spicy first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
For the rest of the day.
that could go one of 2 ways. Usually for me it goes one way, and that's why I continue to eat spicy foods. But as I get older, we will see.
We will see.
Well, this is a name I've seen in the room before. Don't you worry, Mr. Who was asking for it? Derek. Derek
yeah,
was
Derek
asking
is looking
for
for
Ricky
it.
Williams. We are not smoking up just yet, although we're kinda close, because it's not Charlie Joyner on the laundry right there. Charlie Joyner on the Los Angeles Rams blue jersey.
Charlie Jointer.
Yeah, not quite, but close to Ricky. See, okay, so you were using your backpack. I've started using the boxes. I did that. in the Robbie show.
This
And
is
look,
nifty.
yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah, right.
Good. Well done.
Yeah.
Resourceful.
Exactly.
Resourceful. It's
So,
Chargers, by
until
the
it
way.
does that.
Chargers, not the Rams.
Oh, no. This is
Charlie
saying-
Joyner?
This is saying Los Angeles Rams on here. I was kind of questioning that too. Monte Freeman, we're watching this live. Don't worry, we're getting to the breaks, my guy. Don't worry. Let me double check here. Was this a mistake on our part? But I believe.
No, that is that's gonna. I don't know why I almost
Rams?
said that's gonna be the Chargers.
Huh. You know what? I was looking at it. I'm like,
Clerical error. It's gonna be Herman West either way. Herman
yeah,
Williams
he did
either
not.
way.
He did not play for the Rams. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. We've had him in the room before. That's a Chargers hit. So yeah, Herman
Either way.
getting that win. Yeah, I think but still.
But let's get it right.
Let's make
you know?
sure it's the right division right there.
Back in my old J school days, you got 50% taken off of your article if you had a single fact there. It's an automatic failure.
Well, this is an automatic failure. It says Charlie Joyner, Los Angeles Rams blue jersey. That is incorrect, but
Somebody's getting a demerit.
still out in the West. Because I was looking at it. I'm like, we've had him as Chargers, but we've not had him as Rams. But
Somebody's getting a demerit.
because at that time he would have been St. Louis.
You can
However,
find me in St. Louis.
this is still quite the hit right here. Congratulations to Herman Williams. You are going home with this thing. Love his signature, too. We've seen it here in the break room before, but it goes all the way up that 1 in the 18. I think it's a really nice touch.
There you go.
I'm going to box this baby up. And
That puts
get
us
you-
over 50% on the headliners for the jerseys, and one away in the next jersey, by the way.
Oh, all right. Love to see that moving that quickly. I will say, yeah, as you said, not a headliner, but still a heck of a hit to have that in the and more section. Charlie Joyner. Maybe his name
Wow.
will
Yeah.
bring about a certain Ricky Williams.
Well, I was,
Who may
you know,
have
they're
misheard what we had just
they're
said.
talking about all the different teams that Charlie had played for, and boy, oh boy, sounds to me like he was quite the joiner of other teams.
Ha 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 ha. I would have went with walking suitcase is my usual term.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, that's fair. Well, you know, joiners get passed around, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. you
Just
keep
wait.
you keep shoehorning.
Way too early for
It
that
is.
in the morning, but we did question where Ricky Williams is. He has not come out yet, so the color is close to Rams, but still a mistake. Yes, yeah, that's the reason why I could see it. The newer color for the Rams, definitely. But around the time Charlie Joyner was playing, that would have been St. Louis. Would have been a whole different color scheme. Played for the Bengals also, but his tenure with the Chargers. He did play for the Bengals, as I pulled this up. He played for the Houston Oilers back in 1969 when he broke into the league, all the way up until 1972 when he went over and played for Cincinnati until 75. 76 through 86, he was with the Chargers. So his longest tenure was with those San Diego Chargers. I can tell Rip is practicing for open mic night at the comedy club. Keep the day job.
Well,
Ouch.
Bob, I'll respond to you just by saying this. There's a subtle difference between an open mic night, MIC, and an open mic night.
Yeah, hold on. Why
Yeah,
are you
what
throwing me into
exactly
this?
am I practicing
Listen
for here, Bob?
Listen here, Bob. I thought we were friends.
What, you know.
I don't want to go down that road.
And no, I will keep the day job, and I'm also, you know, that's why
keep
I
the
do
evening jobs?
improv. You know, I don't want to have to like dedicate all that time to writing something that's just going to get the same reaction as if I make it up.
No doubt.
By the way, I misspoke earlier. We are 2 away in the next jersey, and we're 2 away in the basketball double.
All right. We love to have some basketball here in the morning. How about?
Okay, now
actually,
we're 1 away.
No, there wasn't a game last night, was there? Or did the Pacers close it out?
No. There was a game.
The Knicks
the Knicks
survived.
pushed it to a game 6. Thank God.
Morning, Tanya. Not kind of what I was hoping for.
Why? Why are you rooting against the game 7?
No, I'm not rooting against the game 7. I'm just I'm hoping the Pacers close it out because WRMN has some big news if it's going to be only a 3-hour drive to Indianapolis.
Well, that's fine.
Just put it there. I'll just put it there.
But we can still root for a game 7.
We can still root for Game 7. I need the Pacers to close that out. Pacers versus Oklahoma City would be your switch up, not an ideal, like not a typical matchup. I don't know if anybody saw that coming. I mean, OKC of course was at the top of the tops the whole year, but two non-traditional markets, I would say, just jumping in there. Although the Pacers have had their times back in the
that's the thing.
Reggie Miller era.
Indiana's a basketball state, man. Like, you know, I have no vested interest in the rating success for, you know, whatever. I don't care. Big market, small market. Like, those Indiana fans are going to be rabid.
Oh yeah.
And you know, give the OKC fans their credit too, man. They're about it, man.
I know I've said it on here before, and I'll become a broken record until they're out of the playoffs, but I was at Game 4 of Pacers versus Celtics last year in the Eastern Conference Finals when the Celtics swept and hoisted the trophy on that court over at Gainbridge. But I will say, the Indiana fans, they all got T-shirts that said, in 49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana.
Yeah, man.
They showed. They were very passionate. Even down 3-0 in the series, they wanted
It's like football in Texas.
everything. So they wanted they wanted it to be a win no matter what. I'm not totally wrong. While Mike technically means microphone, Mike is
you're
more
gonna read all
common
that.
preferred. Oh wow, short version. Listen, I don't know if I like that though. With me sitting here, let's use MIC for that purpose. I don't want to be opened up. I didn't sign up for that surgery. Tanya says, "Morning, fellas. Morning, Tanya. Let's get you a win today. How about that?" And then we are moving along to this next jersey break, huh? We're ready to go. So we have 8 names in here. I don't see Tanya's name in here, so Tanya, get in that next one. Let's get you another jersey, huh? Al Gaona, Ty Percival 3 times over, Gary Marvin twice, and David Braddock twice.
And the next jersey is up and running.
Drop me a box number. If I can type. There we go. There's that message in the chat. It's popping up everywhere. Looks like it takes a little extra second on Facebook. So if you want to be dropping box numbers and be quick, you may want to hop over to the YouTube or the Twitch.
What's up with that meta? What's up with
come
that?
on. Michael, how's it to pronounce correctly? People who don't pronounce it. Oh, Mickey Mantle. Yeah. Nope, that's not me. I've been called Mitch before. That was the weirdest thing I've been misnamed, other than my last name in and of itself. However, not going down that road.
Mitch Napoleoni.
Exactly.
I've been hit with a Rich Camarillo.
Amarillo?
I've been hit with
Route 66?
an elementary school classic was Richie Campbell Soupy.
Richie Campbell Soupy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Box 9.
That's a stretch. Box 9 from Ty Percival.
Just learning about wordplay. There's a cough.
Oh, you're right. Dang. All right. Well, we're going to try to limit. Let's get box number 9 on out here and then randomize your guys' names. We're going to have a lot of similar names in here because I see a lot of double entries over here. Let's get back to the randomizer. Brand new list, brand new names, 6 times around. 4, 5, and one more time. There we go. A little bit of a jumble here.
Little bit.
Let's see what we've got in our divisions. NFC North, David Braddock. NFC South, Ty Percival. Ty's other spots are way down here in the AFC in the East and the West. Gary Marvin, you have the NFC East. You also have the AFC South. David, once again, we have an NFC sandwich here. North and the West going to David, and Al's lone spot in the AFC North. Good luck, everyone. Box number 9, as per our box caller, Ty Percival. He said, let's go. Derek, I don't see you in here, my man, and I know you were searching for that Ricky Williams jersey. Let's hope that this is not in here. Not the case. Well, you live to fight another day. However, we do have a headliner. This is very cool because it was not a photoed headliner, so we did not get to see that it was a stat jersey. How about Andre Reed?
Ooh la la.
Andre Reed on that Buffalo Bills nice royal blue jersey right there. He's got the stats at the bottom. 13,198 receiving yards.
You couldn't have gotten 2 more, Andre?
Right?
Jeez.
Come on. 87 receiving touchdowns,
Oh,
4-time
couldn't have
AFC
gotten 3 more, Andre?
championship.
Jeez.
My lucky number is 5, man. You couldn't have gotten 1 more
Yeah,
AFC
man.
championship.
Jeez, a whiz, Andre Reed.
7-time Pro Bowler. I mean, really? That's it? Only 7
Wow.
times? I've been there like
Get
100.
an even number, man. Jeez.
2014 NFL Hall of Fame. Couldn't get in 2013. Wow.
There may
Wow.
have been some restrictions, like actual time restrictions on that
I know.
one.
But I'm just making it up. That is a very nice hit. Regardless, you have the JSA
There you go, Ty guy.
certification right there. That is going to Ty Percival. He had 3 spots, so it was kind of his break to lose, but a little bit of competition going on in there between David and Gary and all the other names in there. So congratulations, Ty, coming out with the win here. He had the box collar magic, and he's going away with Andre Reed, who, for being a secondary headliner, is out here with a stat jersey. I mean, that is just...
Andre Reed on that triple sign Bills speed flex in the vault.
Ah, that is true. Good
So,
call.
This could just be a taste, but a taste
Yeah,
of that
honestly.
Bills lineage.
Let me write you up here, Ty, in the best way possible.
Yeah, just like Tanya said, she's gotten right up in the in that next jersey that is up and running. So up and at 'em, everybody.
Very nice. Are we closed out in that as well?
No. That's
Or just
Tanya's getting us kicked off.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, while we have a little bit of a lull here, we haven't even gotten a chance to go ahead and take a look at our break page and get a full rundown going. We're not
No
really going to.
time for pleasantries, Mike. We needed to get these jerseys. It's laundry day, don't you know?
Well, I did my laundry yesterday, but I will oblige.
That's why it's so clean today.
Exactly. Yeah, I laundered all of these. No, I'm kidding, because otherwise that'd be bad for the autograph. Don't launder these. And don't eat like a hot dog with mustard when you're if you do decide to wear these, or even in their presence.
If you do, eat a hot dog with ketchup.
Whoa, you're crossing a line there, Rip Camelucci. Richard. Listen here, Richie Campbell soup. That doesn't even roll off the tongue nicely.
It doesn't. It
Alex-
doesn't.
Alex-
I know sold it back then, but it didn't matter.
One more time on those stats. Stats. I'm a stats guy. I'm a big
I don't even
stats guy.
think I could tell you on air what they called me in middle school.
Oh Lord, I know I can't call anybody what they. I can't say on air what they called me either. So we were both bullied as children.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, sometimes bullying makes you stronger, though. You know. So,
Yeah, but sometimes it just sucks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, don't bully people. That's not cool. We don't support that here at UA. Just buy them a couple of hash browns, maybe some chocolate chip pancakes. Be nice. Be nice to people. And then ask them if they like a sausage or an egg McMuffin. It's a very
And then just
important part.
judge them silently. That's
Yeah, that's
that's my form of bullying.
You can do that.
Pulled up to a dude in a Cybertruck the other day and just like rolled down my window and just looked at him.
Did you?
Yeah, and he just started like, "What? What, bro? What?" And the whole time I'm just,
Oh, okay. Rip's out here starting fights with.
I didn't say a word. I don't know anything that he must have just been projecting.
Instigating.
I didn't say
Oh
nothing.
my goodness.
I didn't say nothing, officer.
It's this one right here, officer. No sounds. Headliners in Jersey, please type. Let me get you. Emmett Smith. I did not miss that message from Tanya in there saying starter magic. Let's hope that is the case. Oren Moon. Bo Nix. Baker Mayfield. Dick. But. Kiss. There we go. Sorry.
Ricky Williams. OJ.
Is he any white? No, he Williams.
Fred Taylor.
Simpson.
Bavaro.
Oh my god. Penix Jr. I gotta be careful on some of these when I'm typing them because could go the other way. Fred Taylor. Mark.
When you're done with that there
we go.
Mike, read what Bob has to say about Final Four tickets for next year. And he ends it with saying it's not a game he wants to play. And it's true. If you're going to spend that kind of money playing games,
Ooh, yikes.
do it right here at Ultimate Autographs.
That's a big buy-in for just a $25 seat. That seems outrageous. I don't understand if they're just going to be giving you most of it back. What the buy-in commitment?
Well,
why it has to be so high.
it's like, putting a deposit down or something like that.
Yeah.
Like there's these new electric trucks called Slate or whatever, and they require they're supposedly gonna be like under $20,000, but they require like a $50 deposit or whatever. But yeah, so that's the reason for that. But normally a deposit implies you get it back. But
Right.
that's them just saying, we're gonna take this off the top.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're gonna peel a little off for our troubles here.
I could see like when you go to a hotel and they pull out
The resort fee?
the resort fee or like the what do they call it, the
Don't get me started.
not cash, what is it called, the I can't think of the word when they take a little off the top and then they give it back to you. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna remember that one
That's
right
all
now,
right.
but
Yeah, you'll remember it probably around like 10:42.
I'm gonna remember it when I'm driving home, and I'm gonna be like, "That's what the word was." Yeah.
Frantically pulling up the Ultimate Autographs live Instagram.
Not collateral pay. What is it?
Oh,
Like a security deposit? Is that?
yeah.
Or that's more for like an apartment when you're renting.
A
I forget what it is.
hold. They put the hold on your credit card.
They take like an extra 100 off the top, but it's only 100. It's not like 360. That's crazy. You know what else is crazy is our vault. So let's go ahead and take a look in the vault. It's
Halfway
fairly
in the
new.
next jersey, by the way.
Why is this not pulling up? There we go. Okay. I was like, I know I clicked it. Halfway in the next jersey, so that gives us just enough time to recap what is here in the vault. How about that Michael Penix Jr. Speed Flex? No, I'm already a member here. Well, not really, because I can't play. But Michael Penix Jr. on that Speed Flex. We probably have a video of that. Oh, yeah, we do. It's right over here. Nope, that's not it. There it is. On that Falcons lid. Oh, super sweet. You got the neon on both the Ravens, or I'm sorry, not the Ravens, the Falcons logans, excuse me. And then Falcons going up the top. The ATL is taking up that sweet spot there, so Michael Penix had to sign right above where his silhouette is over here on this beautiful artistry on the side. You got the all chromed out visor and face mask. I mean, you can't tell me that isn't sick. Right off the bat, that is what we have in there. But we also have that Buffalo Bills triple sign. We just pulled that Andre Reed, but here he is again on this lid, like Rip was saying. We also have the Jim Kelly signature on here, and Thomas is on here as well. So a triple sign for this Bills lid. That is well worth the price of admission to get 3 signatures for the price of 1. That is really nice. You want more flexes? We gave it to you. How about the Saquon Barkley in here on this Eagles ripped speed flex? Where's Colin? Because that thing is sick. If this gets pulled, Colin-spiracy for sure, but in a good way. Saquon Barkley. Oh my goodness. Look at the coloring on this. You've got all different shades of green. You got that dark green that the Eagles are wearing these days, but you got the Kelly green that they go back to. You've got the black and the white and the gray. I mean, if this doesn't scream Philadelphia to you, city of brotherly love, I don't know what does. Okay, maybe it's not all love because that eagle looks a little menacing on the side, but that's menacing in a good way. Look at that green chrome visor. Oh, beautiful. Saquon's signature on the sweet spot. One of the best players in the game right now, arguably the most exciting to watch, other than maybe some quarterbacks. I mean, you're talking, this is a guy that, I'm going to say it again, New York fans, you wish you had him back, don't you? Because he's hurtling in reverse over people and winning Super Bowls now, right off the bat. Talk about another absolute legend of the game. in his time, that's Barry Sanders. And that we have on this Salute to Service white lid right here on the Detroit Lions style authentic. Very nice Barry Sanders in there. But a Derrick Henry in here as well. Hey, it was Memorial Day week. I was at one of the minor league baseball games in our Chicagoland area here, and they also coupled Memorial Day week with Military Appreciation Night. You can appreciate the military not only with that Barry Sanders Salute to Service, but how about this Derrick Henry camo lid? The camo works really well with the purple here of the Baltimore Ravens. And Derrick Henry, need I say more? It's Derrick Henry. He is a tank. He will run through everyone in the league, and you can have him on a helmet right there. In fact, look at that signature. That signature looks like a truck barreling at you as well. That's a really nice auto, really nice lid. Derrick Henry, you're going to want to jump in and get him. And if you thought we were done with the speed flexes, boy, do you have something to learn about the Ultimate Autographs break room. How about the Terrell Davis on the retro Broncos lid right here? I love that old school Broncos logo. You got the D in there for Denver, the orange that pops right from the white. And I believe, nope, that's not one of the videos that we have. Just kidding. So let me go back into here. Terrell Davis, though, very nice pull for anyone, but especially on a speed flex that you want it to be you. You want it to be you. We also have Ja'Marr Chase in here. A lot of people have been chasing Ja'Marr. That is the last video that we have. How about this? Look at this thing. The purple? Purple? Really? That's crazy. It's not one of the primary colors of the Bengals that you typically see, but it just works with this chromed authentic. Yes, you heard me right. A chrome authentic. I had never seen a not Salute to Service, a Hydro authentic. We saw that in a Brian Urlacher. Can you guys help me out and show me this chrome authentic? It's a Ja'Marr Chase. And for once, he doesn't sign along the stripes. He found his spot right in front, right next to this very, I don't know if I want to really call it purple. It's like a magenta face mask right there.
Yes,
but it just
that
pairs,
is definitely a lot closer, I would say.
But it just pairs so nicely with the silver on this, the black striping for the Bengals on this as well, the shadowing too. No matter how you display this, you're going to be seeing the stripes even when they aren't there. Oh my goodness, look at this thing.
Yeah,
a very nice hit.
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh gosh.
You're right over there.
Yeah, I want to.
That last one had a bit of tonality to it.
It did. I'm drooling over this thing, and I know a lot of people like to chase. So here's your opportunity in the vault. Last but definitely not least, we have a double up opportunity. You could get Barry Sanders, but you could also get Aiden Hutchinson on that Lions lid right there. That's an authentic. That's their silver background on that helmet, what they're typically used to wearing. But they also have the blue and the white. But that's a really nice pull as well. Aiden Hutchinson on that replica. And then last, but certainly not, I said that already, but I also didn't factor in the secondary headliners. As far as the secondary headliners, we did pull the Chris Olave, but we have the Hines Ward and the Trey McBride. So that is our vault. Not to mention that we also have all 5 vault keys available. That is vault keys A through E. That means there is a $300 gift card, a $200 gift card, 2 $100 gift cards, and a $50 gift card still up for grabs in the vault. It looks like the double box for the vault is still pretty much wide open. The quad box is actually a little bit further along. And where is our single? There it is down there. Single is wide open as well. So jump on in the vault. I understand our Chase wheel spin is the jerseys, which is why we are going to jump back into the jerseys. We have that next break ready to go. But keep in mind that vault, go ahead and jump in there. So let's drop that message in the chat for you guys. So you can drop me a box number. There's that message. If your name is Tanya, David, Derek, Ty Percival, Adam Hoffman, John Gomez, or Angie Nielsen, please drop me a box number or the wheel. We will go ahead and get to our third jersey break of the day, 11th of this series. We still have Emmitt Smith, Warren Moon, Bo Nix, Baker Mayfield, Dick Butkus, Ricky Williams, O.J. Simpson, Michael Penix, and Fred Taylor and Mark Bavaro still available. Tanya going with box number 3. I got you. It's right over here. I just stretch my legs.
Go ahead and stretch them getaway sticks there.
There we go. Pretty much right on top, other than box 1 and 2. Let me go ahead and get that off the ticker. Box 1, box 2, 2, and then we got 4 through 6. We also did, what was the box we did second? I don't know if I took that off the ticker.
That was box
Number 9.
number 9.
I did not take 9 off the ticker. There we go. Now it is.
Yeah,
Ticker
the
is
wheel.
up to date now. Save that.
9.
Let's get you guys randomized. Copy. And we'll get into the randomizer here for those names 6 times around. Good luck, everybody. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice quick clicks today. We're not going to like 12 or 11. Copy those names back over. And we have our divisions. David Braddock in the NFC North, John Gomez in the NFC South, Adam Hoffman in the NFC East, Angie Nielsen in the NFC West, AFC North, King of the North, David Braddock. He's got both Norths. Ty Percival in the AFC South. Tanya, you got the AFC East. And Derek rounding us out in the AFC West. Box number 3 of 30 per Tanya. Let's see who is coming away with the win this time. Oh, all right. We stay hot with the headliners right here. And this one's a nice one. Hold on. Let me double check here, though. Just we already had one incident. I don't know if this is another one. Okay, no, that is correct. Okay. It's another blue jersey, which is why it made me think for a second there. But we have the JSA certification. No, I'm kidding. We have a full-on jersey as well. It is the Mark Bavaro on the New York Giants jersey right there. New York Giants, Mark Bavaro. That is where he spent the majority of his tenure, but he also played in Cleveland and Philly. When we take a look at the sheet over here, New York Giants, that would be an NFC East hit. That is going to Adam Hoffman. Adam, you are coming away with a headliner, my man, Mark Bavaro. Love that signature right there on that number 89. As I showed and teased beforehand, you've got the JSA certification to go with it. So a very nice hit. There goes another headliner. Guys, this jersey series, I'm pulling headliners like crazy here. This is hot. And I don't want to take all the credit for it because you can thank Tanya for that box call. She goes, I was close. I had the New York part. That is true.
Close, so close.
That is true. Congrats, 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 Adam. Derek, I think he was saying that was the last of the jersey breaks. He was going to jump in, but I don't know, my guy. You may want to rethink the budget a little bit because if that Ricky Williams comes out, you might be kicking yourself. Or you could always propose a trade. I think he did that earlier in the chat, but I don't know if anybody's going to want to give away that Ricky Williams jersey. There we go. Mark Bavaro. Right there on that signature. JSA certification right there. Adam, let me get you written up. Are we moving on that next jersey break?
We are 5 to go in that next jersey break. We had some movement across the board when you were rocking the top to bottom rundown.
Okay.
We are 6 away in the minis. The next minis. We're 5 away in the next special team single. Had a spot bought out in the diamond single. We're 6 away in the diamond double. What else we have going on? Let's see. We had a spot in the vault double go. We're 6 away in the vault quad. We had a spot go in the basketball single, and we're still 2 away in the basketball double. So,
Guys, let's get that basketball closed. When we jump back into the break page here, I'll go ahead and give you a rundown, not only of the jerseys, but of the basketball as well, because I know the jerseys have been hot, but that basketball, we got to close that because there's too good of names in there for it to still be sitting at 2 to go. And I will let you know, 19 jersey boxes, 9 headliners remaining, so the ratio's still very good in there as well. Let's get back into our break page. Oh, looky. We've got the basketball double box break right there. As Rip was saying, 2 spots remaining. What can you win in here, you're asking me? Well, how about a Karl Malone licensed jersey? You got that old school NBA mesh on an absolute legendary piece of thread right there. Karl Malone on the licensed jersey. We've got Shaquille O'Neal on this LA Lakers piece of laundry. That is a really nice one as well. Shaq in all the commercials, in all of the pregame, postgame, intermission shows. And don't forget, he's a DJ as well. You're going to see this man everywhere. You might as well see it in a shadow box or right on your back. Now, I don't recommend wearing a signed jersey, but to each their own. When it's yours, you can do whatever you would like. Bob Boulay saying Bavaro was a tough guy. As tough as a guy as Kittle or Kelsey or Bowers. Yes, absolutely he was. Smith left in jerseys. Yes, Emmitt Smith is still left in the jerseys. Mr. Floyd the Barber. Bavaro was just tough. SOB. Yes, he was. Yes. Very cool. Anyways, back to this basketball break. I've caught up with the chat. I know Tani was asking for Rip for a Miami poll, but we also have in this basketball break, what isn't to love about this? Because we have a Kevin Garnett replica Larry O'Brien trophy. Woo! Very nice indeed. You've got the Celtics plaque right there. You've got the KG signature right up on that ball. Super reflective. Super cool. This is more than just a paperweight, guys. These things are hefty. These things are well worth your time spent in this break. We also still have the Allen Iverson Funko Pop. And we have the Steve Nash ball, which is right next to it. Steve Nash, game MVP, right on the line right there. Steve Nash. Damian Lillard over here on this basketball. That is a nice pull as well. Dame Dalla, he's also, just like Shaq, he's getting into the music side of things as well, too, just in a different way. But Damian Lillard had a great run this past year, although the Bucks fell a little bit short of expectations. So looking to maybe run it back next year with his fairly newer team. James Harden on a ball as well. You could get the beard or the brow, however you want to look at it. Although I guess that would go towards another gentleman for that distinction. Although James Harden, I mean, his entire face is fur, isn't it? So you could get a basketball of James Harden as well. And last but not least, Tanya was asking for Miami. Well, if we get into this basketball break, Tyler Hero, he's in there and Rip's in the room. So you know we're probably going to be pulling him. Derek said, I hit the Tony Parker jersey yesterday. Congratulations, my guy. That is a cool pull. Especially, he was a secondary headliner in this series, but honestly, could have probably been a first. Prime headliner. So very cool in there. That's our basketball. And if this page refreshes, there we go. We will go into our jerseys. I'll show you guys what is still left in there since we've done 3 jersey breaks already. And we still haven't gotten a full rundown on there. 2 slots to go in that jersey break. We're coming up close on the next one. But
2
still,
away.
still available in here. How about the Emmitt Smith on that Cowboys
1 away.
laundry right there? He's got the E. Smith right there on that number 22. Finds an interesting spot for the signature. I guess that's most like centric to sign right there. But nice nonetheless. Warren Moon. We could get a mooning in the form of a jersey on that beautiful Houston Oilers, or Tennessee Oilers, number 1 jersey right there. I do love the baby blue in that mixed with the red. I think it is a really nice combination. Talk about an even darker shade of blue, though. The Bo Nix here on that Navy Broncos piece of laundry. I like the pattern on here because it's very jersey-esque. You've got Bo Nix in that jersey dotted pattern as well, but also on the numbers, which is where he signed. So it stands out amongst the rest. Baker Mayfield in here, still on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey. Love that maroon crimson style red right there. Baker Mayfield, another legend. That's our first quarterback. No, just kidding. We have a couple other quarterbacks. But, an excellent quarterback has had a resurgence in Tampa, and I know Cleveland fans would like him back. So you might find a Cleveland fan willing to give you a pretty penny for that thing, unless you're keeping it all for yourself, and I don't blame you on that either.
Mine, all mine.
How about a Bears legend? I'm in the room. NFC North could get pulled. Dick Butkus, very nice on that 51 jersey. That is a really cool pull. Bears Hall of Famer, Dick Butkus, rest in peace. He was an absolute legend in his time, and even after his time as an ambassador for this Chicago football organization. And how about, I was talking about Bo Nix's cool pattern. What about the Ricky Williams cool pattern? This is very specific just to him. You've got Rip in the room, so we might as well pull a Dolphin, right? Ricky Williams.
Sure, that's the reason why.
Ricky Williams has been asked for all morning, and here he is. Let's see if we can pull him.
Will it be in this next jersey break?
In this next jersey break. Is that ready to go?
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow. We are closing these out like wildfire.
They're going crazy for
Let me just continue with the last couple names in this section, and then we will get to it. But Ricky Williams, who I think everybody is chasing as of right now, probably because of that really cool pattern on the Miami Dolphins. I like their orange.
Yeah, orange is like one of my least favorite colors in general, but it whenever a team will bust out the orange, like this is our rare color, like the Dolphins or the Broncos do their orange crush. It's always like, all right, I got to give it to you.
No doubt. Also in here, O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson right there on that jersey. He's got the signature on the 2 and the 32. Really nice royal blue on this one as well. We've got Michael Penix Jr. over here on that Falcons jersey. Very nice indeed. He's going to be a star in the. I mean, he didn't really get a whole lot of time last year with Kirk Cousins in front of him, but expect for him to solidify himself as the next Falcons quarterback right there. And not pictured, but still available in here is the Fred Taylor. We did pull this morning the Andre Reed and the Mark Bavaro. So the only secondary headliner still available. Fred Taylor, still quite the pull. Derek said the pattern is why I wanted. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I understand that completely. Let's go back into the jersey breaks here. Copy that and drop this in here so that you guys can drop me a box number. Derek said, sorry, that's not for trade unless you get the Ricky Williams jersey. So if your name is Kayla, Adam, well, and Gary was the next name I was going to say, he's asking for the wheel. So we will go to the wheel. This man, he likes chaos.
Gary wants the wheel. Gary keeps it real.
He likes to put fate in the hands of this magical random spinning wheel. Let's see what it comes up with. It is number 14. I do believe we have it. So number 14 in the jerseys. Let's see what is coming out in this one that is off the ticker. Let's get back over here just for a moment while you see me copy down these names and put them into our randomizer. Not the wheel. We still need the randomizer 6 times around for these names. That's not what I wanted. There we go. And let's have at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times around. Herman is in the NFC North again. We've seen that before. But Adam Hoffman in the NFC South. Gary, our our wheel caller in the NFC East. Kayla Colson in the NFC West and the AFC North and the AFC West. So an AFC sandwich over here. Adam Hoffman is the king of the South. He's got the AFC South as well as the NFC South. And Gary, king of the East, NFC East and AFC East. Oh, you know what? You can't see that. There we go. There's a better look. So, guys, let's get to ripping open this box. Jersey break number 12, box number 14. Good luck to everybody here in this break. Let's see if we stay hot pulling headliners. Oh, and we do. I got to stand up for this one. This is an important one here in the break room. I will tell you, because this is not only a headliner. Rip, cover your eyes.
Oh no!
We are gonna get a mooning! Ah! Whoa! Do I turn around like Robbie? Luckily the jersey blocks all of it, right? A Warren Moon jersey on the Oilers merch right here. Tennessee, Houston, whatever you want to call them.
That baby
But
blue.
these days, they are the Tennessee Titans. So that, of course, is, in fact, an AFC South hit. Adam, you are going home with this Warren Moon jersey, my man. Congratulations. It's got the Hall of Fame inscription on there. But Warren Moon, he doesn't mistake on which number to write on because he is number 1.
I am number 1.
A beast during his time and tenure there. It's a shame he didn't really win a Super Bowl, but those teams around him were not really up to snuff. It's a team game, right?
It is
But he's got his Hall of
well
Fame
known as a
accolades.
team sport.
He's got his Hall of Fame. Very nice hit indeed. Let's get that folded up properly for you.
Nice and proper.
Warren Moon. A mooning here in the break room. Where's Charles Nelson when you need him?
It's a moon in the morning. Yeah, baby, it's a moon in the morning. The next jersey is up. It's got 7 spots left. Herman went and got back in that. 18 boxes left. 8 headliners. That Ricky Williams still out there with that wonderful foliage pattern going on there. Yeah, it's still 2 away in the basketball double. Adam, of course, loves it, but will trade for the Ricky Williams or Emmett if someone wins either this show. That's good information to have out there. Thank you so much, Adam. That is on the table.
No PSA card here because it is a Beckett certification on this one.
Beckett.
I say PSA? JSA.
JSA.
Excuse me.
James
Not a public
Spence.
service announcement.
Well, PSA is who does the card grading.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That must have been what I was thinking of.
Let's say it was.
We'll go with that.
There you go.
The close the bag a little too much.
Well, you got to make sure you get all the air out of there
the
to
air out.
preserve the freshness.
Right. We're just gonna sit here for an hour. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. There we go. All right.
Do it. See what happens.
Look at that. Very nice. That was just the entire show. Was just you watching me get the air out of a bag. Oh boy.
Boy, Mike's really sucking the air out of the room.
Oh boy. Yeah. No kidding. Literally and figuratively. All right, let's get on back into our break page and see what else we have not ran through, because I will say there are a couple of series that I do want to show you. That would be the Diamonds series. That's the Move the Chains Diamonds. And that is because it's been up here for 2 days and there are still some unbelievably good headliners in here for them to still be sitting and not moving, which is why we need to get them moving. We have this top row all intact. Kurt Warner, Bo Nix, and Josh Allen. Now, Kurt Warner, that's on that retro Rams lid right there. That's a very nice hit because you've got the old color scheme to it. We've got Bo Nix on a speed flex, guys. Speed flex, Bo Nix. So if you don't win him in the jerseys, or even if you do, you can pair it with the speed flex in the diamonds. I'm not sure why he didn't sign on the sweet spot on this one, but I like it right above that cyber horse head right there. It's still a very nice touch. Denver's new quarterback, Bo Nix, going to be taking them, I would say, pretty deep in these playoffs, considering the fact that he wasn't expected to get them there in the first place in his first year, and there they were, right in the mix of things. And then Josh Allen. Yeah, I think I've heard of that guy. He seems like an okay dude, I guess. How about on a speed flex? And you might be going, well, it's a slate, but it's still a speed flex. And I'll be honest with you,
Who's saying that?
I get people.
I'd like a word with them.
People have some slate hate in the
It's a
room.
slate. Get out of here.
But look at this. I mean, you can't tell me that the Buffalo Bills slates are some of the coolest slates in all of the series. Josh Allen, an absolute beast, a monster, an MVP, soon to be, and I might be counting chickens here, soon to be a ring owner. I guess
Of a sort.
I guess technically off the field, he's already going to have a ring with Haley Steinfeld, but I'm talking on the field, of course. But Josh Allen right there, you've got the MVP inscription. A little extra ink goes a long way because that will add value to it. Josh Allen on this speed flex. I can tell you, what does it say? I can tell you the Buffalo slate sucks a bit less than other slates on scale of what they were thinking. Yeah, that's true. That's true. See, I understand it because, listen, I am a very... I lean on the aesthetics. Of course, the names on these helmets are important as well. We don't want, Bobby Boucher, right? Like, actually, I
was going to say,
I actually kind of want one of those. Yeah, I actually kind of want one of those. But we don't want, somebody that you've never heard of, right? So the names are important, but I would like to see the helmet have some pop and some pizzazz to it as well. And sometimes taking out the colors is not that route. I don't think that's the case here for this slate Buffalo Bills.
Here's the thing. I'd almost go as far as to say, I think it's representative of an accurate experience you would get if you were go to Buffalo. Gray and dreary.
Hey, but those Buffalo wings, they've got some heat, some fire, some color, and some flavor to them. I'm not a colorful person like Rip. Rip is very colorful. Even today, he's got his Hawaiian style shirts on.
A Big Dog shirt on.
I might have to
Remember the Big Dog brand, Mike, or is that a little bit before your time?
It was a little bit before my time.
Oh, dads throughout the 90s were wearing Big Dog brand.
Big Dog.
There's actually a picture making the rounds recently of like Arnold in the 90s wearing a Big Dog shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think the only place you can get them now is at the Big Dog store in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Interesting.
Jeff, that'd be great. Get a Jackson Pollock series going on. That'd
Jackson.
be fun.
Yeah. Derek Kissinger, I have Cowboys, Jets, Bills, Chiefs, and Eagles. stuff and the Tony Parker to trade for whoever gets the Ricky Williams jersey. There it is.
Speaking of jerseys, 2 away in that now.
2 away again. As soon as I jump into these breaks, we are the rundowns. We are closing out the breaks, and I love it. How about another guy that I talked about earlier today? So if you don't win him on a flex in the vault, you can win him on an authentic here in the diamonds. That would be Mr. Saquon Barkley on this darker Eagles lid right here. Continuing on with our Collinspiracy with all these Philly lids in the building. But that's a nice signature on there as well from Saquon. Another nice lid as well. And that one comes with a visor. We've started to see a lot of our authentics come with visors, and just a little added bonus, and brings the price of those helmets up for you a little bit more as well. We also have the Justin Jefferson on the Winter Warrior. Oh, talk about, okay, so this one is, I'm going to say, and bear with me, you're going to be appalled when I say it right off the bat. This one's very similar to a slate. Wait a minute, Mike. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on. Justin Jefferson on the Winter Warrior has taken a lot of the color scheme out of the Minnesota Vikings' typical helmets. However, the white and the subtle purple in this one work so well that less is more, guys. And just like the Josh Allen slate, you've got a really nice, clean lid here. So I really like that Winter Warrior. And I know some of you, you can't be comparing a Winter Warrior to a slate because that thing is so cool. And it is. But I'm going to be honest with you. Just look at it plainly. Both have similar color schemes. One's all white, one's all gray. And then you dabble a little bit of silver in one, you dabble a little bit of purple in the other. You got the color match ink on both. Not to keep going back to that Josh Allen, but he's got the silver Sharpie on there. Justin Jefferson had the purple Sharpie on this one, which is why it really pops on the white. You're going to love this one in your collection. Jay Jettis, I don't think that one will be up for trade. I think that one is going home with somebody, and let's have that happen right here in this show. Marshall Faulk on that Colts rave right there. You love the blue. You don't see it too often from those Colts, but on this one, you got the Hall of Fame 2011 inscription, 20XI, Roman numerals on half. Marshall Faulk loves to sign it that way. Let's go ahead and jump on in there. That one comes with a visor as well. Look at everything's coming with a visor here in this Diamond Series. What?
Visor crazy. Visor madness.
Spoiling you guys even with these visors on the Authentics. And how about, I don't know, maybe the coolest helmet in this entire series right here? Let's go to the video. Let's go to the tape. Let's watch some film right here.
Study up.
On the Derrick Henry. We talked about him in the vault. So listen. Let me back this up here while you're watching this thing spin around countless times and not getting bored. You've got Saquon Barkley on a flex in the vault. You've got Derrick Henry on an authentic in the vault. You've got Saquon Barkley on an authentic in the diamonds. And you have Derrick Henry on a speed flex in the diamonds. So you have opportunities to win either of them in flex form or in authentic form, and it is staggered amongst the two different breaks. So my suggestion, get a spot in each. At least reserve one spot in the vault and one spot in the diamonds for yourself so you have an opportunity to win either of these. You see a lot of crossover between these series with similar names. This is the first we're seeing Josh Allen, though, in the diamonds, as I was saying. You saw Bo Nix in the jerseys, so you could get Bo Nix on a speed flex in the diamonds, but also a jersey in the jerseys. That would make sense. However, the vault and the diamonds, like I said, with the Barkley and the Henry, your best opportunities at either getting the same guy twice or getting one of each. Can you imagine if you jumped into the vault and won the Saquon flex in there, and then you jumped in the diamonds and you won the Derrick Henry flex in the diamonds. You get to absolutely flex over everybody else because then the best they could do is win the authentic of each, which is still a nice pull.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
look. As far as I'm not going to say consolation prizes, but there's levels to this game. We talk about it all the time. So yeah, you're not wrong.
No doubt. There's another cough right there. I'm slowly losing that battle, but we're trucking on. Why are you mad at me? Saying big Bears fan here, but I appreciate the Joyner jersey. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Herman Williams, I believe that might be.
Sounds
The
about
winner
right.
of that Charlie Joyner jersey.
Are we dizzy yet from seeing this? Let me pause it real quick so you can see the Derrick Henry signature on the front there. This visor, actually not quite a perfect match as we kind of thought it was with the rest of the purple, but it just works. This is like a plum purple. I know some people were calling it royal or calling it grape. I know Rip was saying that like as soon as you win this helmet, like you have to have tea with like British Parliament basically, right? So something straight out of Downton Abbey, I guess. But I will say this is one of the coolest lids I have ever seen in the break room. The gold, the way it pops off of that grape color right there. Oh, very nice, very nice. Also in this series, we have 3 unphotoed headliners. That would be Antonio Gates, AJ Green, and Jim Kelly. So those 3 right there. Brian Thomas Jr. has been pulled. All right, so we are coming close to those jerseys, guys, but we have a little bit more time. I've gone over the vault. I've gone over the diamonds. I've gone over the basketball and the jerseys. We have 2 other breaks up here on the board. I'm actually going to go over the practice squad because that's real quick. And I guess since we're here, we might as well go over the minis. But I do want to get you back to our screen so you could kind of see us. We could have our little conversation and then jump right back into the breaks. Still available in this practice squad, the Edgerrin James on the Colts Lunar right here. That is a very nice Lunar. Love the Colts ones. They're probably some of the best in the game in that series. And then, of course, we have the Aiden Hutchinson also on an authentic. That's a rave. So a Lunar and a rave still available here in the practice squad. I would not sleep on that. I would get in here. We also have an unphotoed headliner in Garrett Wilson still available. Garrett Wilson down here. So plenty to be had in that practice squad still. We've got 9 boxes and those 3 headliners that I just ran down for you. So still pretty decent ratios in there. That's a 1 in 3 shot. You could jump into a single and or a double. And then last but most certainly not least would be our mini series. Let's take a look at these. $50 to jump in. We pull 2 helmets, so you have the opportunity to double up in the minis. As far as the headliners we still have left, it is the Joe Montana down here on the San Francisco 49ers
Pretty good.
mini. It's almost, I don't think this is, but we have to pull it to double check. It almost looks like not an eclipse, a lunar. No, yeah, it would be an eclipse. But I'm not sure.
No, you got
if
it
that's
right.
that
Lunar.
matte.
Eclipse means
Yeah, no,
it's
no.
blocking out the sun and it's dark.
Right. And we're going to get to one of those in just a second. Actually, next, because it's sitting right next to him. But this is a lunar. I'm pretty sure. What I'm not sure on is if it actually is that. I believe so, but we can't really tell until it comes out. I believe that's that matte white finish, though, on there. Let's take a look at an eclipse, though. That would be the Kurt Warner mini. So Kurt Warner in the diamonds on that retro Rams lid. Here we have him on the more current Rams logo, but on a very dark, blacked out. I love the black and yellow on this. I think it's a really nice touch for the Rams on the Eclipse right there. Troy Polamalu in here. I liked what Rip said yesterday. If you missed the show, he said, imagine trying to fit all that hair in that mini. I mean, maybe you need a little bit more than just the head and shoulders that he's in those commercials for. But Troy Polamalu there. Love his autograph. We see him every once in a while in this break room. I said this last time he was out here on our board is jump on it and get him now because that's something that everybody's going to want to add to their personal collection is a Troy Polamalu with not only his play on the field but his success after the game of football in both the media and just in life. Troy Polamalu on that Steelers bucket right there. Don't wait till he's gone. We still do have the Luke Kuechly in here on the Carolina Panthers lid. Not Florida Panthers, not Carolina Hurricanes. Combine the two. Carolina Panthers on that lid right there as basically their traditional lid, but still a nice pull nonetheless. Love the Growling Panther logo, and Luke Kuechly's signature just barely fits in there. We also have the Jordy Nelson available. Oh my goodness. As a Bears fan, it pains me. It pains me to say this, but that is a really nice Jordy Nelson. You've got the green on the lid itself, which I would kind of like to see the Packers go to in an actual game because they wear either the white or the yellow, but I think the green is a nice offset here because then you get the cheese grater in front. That's what I call the yellow face mask on these Green Bay lids. In our secondary and unpictured, unphotoed headliners in this series, that would be Michael Vick. So yet another Atlanta Falcons quarterback. Those are in here and for the taking.
He could also be on an Eagles.
That is true.
The Collinspiracy could
that is true.
roll on.
Yeah, I was just mentioning that he was another Falcons quarterback, but that doesn't confirm that that's what this is on. So yeah, good point there. All right. So that is our entire break page, guys. I know we're close on the basketball. I know we're close on the jerseys.
2 away on both.
Both are going to close out during this show. It's 10:15. Rip and I have probably another, hour and a half at most if we want it. But if we're not breaking, we will jump off a little sooner. You guys know the drill to get those noon guys in here and get them moving. Rip, what is the age-old question? What is something that you want to see coming out in these breaks?
I'm gonna stick with my answer. The answer that's been my answer all week. It's that Derrick Henry chrome, man, in the diamonds. Like, what the heck? Why is it eluding us so badly? That should be the centerpiece to certainly any Ravens collector, any collector of all-time great running backs. That should be a priority right there. Yeah, it's gorgeous. But to,
he's smuggling.
branch out,
He's
give some other
one.
answers.
He's adding another one.
It's I'm gonna go with that. Man, I said it yesterday. I don't want to say it again, for fear of just being redundant. But that Michael Penix, I love the prospect.
Yep.
I love catching guys on the ascent. That way you get in early, you get in at a decent price, and with the vault, you can get in a single for under $100. For under $100, you can get yourself a Michael Penix Jr. Let that appreciate in value as he, takes advantage of all the weapons he has around him. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, who you'll find on some triple signs lately in the break room. So those are going to remain my two. That Saquon is always going to be great. I think I wouldn't be out of school to borrow a phrase from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, saying that Saquon Barkley is the most electrifying player in the league today.
Yes.
Like, is that too far?
I don't think
off base.
I don't think that's too much of a stretch.
Yeah,
I would agree, especially with getting a ring with his new team in his first year and everything that he had done and accomplished to get there. No doubt, I would agree with you on that one.
And the variety of just sick Saquon speed flexes that we just have come across, unless we get the Chrome speed flex a lot because there's a high demand for Chrome speed flexes.
Yeah.
But when it comes to those customs, man, it's always something different with his stuff.
Absolutely. I said the Derrick Henry for the last couple of days. I know you had said the Michael Penix yesterday, and you smuggled him in there again today. I respect it. I'm going to go with the Michael Penix for sure, since I haven't before. That's what I want to see. However, I'm going to stay in that break, and I'm going to add one more and go off the board a little bit. Jamar Chase on that Chrome Authentic.
it keeps I don't know why. The fact that it's on the spinner, it's on the wheel. Yeah, I keep forgetting just how gorgeous that is.
Yeah.
Unless it's in front of me at the time. But yeah, that is a piece of work right there. That Jamar Chase on the Chrome Authentic. Again, same deal with that Urlacher Hydro Authentic. Like they're starting to really start to show out with these authentics. Authentics trying to take that Lord of the Flies conch, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
from the speed flexes here. Take a little bit back. I also hate to keep smuggling here, but two of my favorite non-Heat players of all time are still available in the basketball as well.
Who would that
Steve
be?
Nash,
Oh, yeah.
two-time league MVP, and Damian Lillard, Dame time, just an absolute playoff legend in his prime. Never wanted to miss a single playoff game he was playing at his peak, much less a fourth quarter he was in.
Yeah.
Steve Nash and Dame time, two very different people. If I had to guess,
That is true. That is probably true.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very good pulls nonetheless there. Very good selections. Let's see if we can actually pull them in that basketball break, which is still 2 to go, guys. Jersey Slime saying the Montana looks like a flat white. All eclipses and lunar eclipses have black face masks. Flat whites have face masks and logos in team colors. I trust you. That might be, in fact, the case. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going off the picture. And Tanya asking, did we do the chase yet? No, Tanya, we did not. This is just our chatting screen, so you don't see the chase at the bottom, but the chase is still the jerseys. You'll see it when I go back over here to the break screen, but we don't want that right there. So chase is still the jerseys. We were just chatting there for a moment.
much like that Montana,
Alternate for sure.
flat white is also how folks describe my butt.
Oh, well, we did get one mooning
have a
in here
mooning.
today, so let's hope we. I don't see Warren. Well, actually, he is in the reps personal.
He is in the rep. So if you want to, we also do have a personal that was
we do.
bought this morning by Amit Patel. Amit, if you're around and you want your jersey personal broken, we can do that. Otherwise, it'll probably hang out and it'll probably get done later in the evening show. But yeah, Amit Patel, if you're watching. And because you also bought into a break. What'd you buy into? What break did you buy into? What break did you buy into?
Jerseys
Did you buy
galore
into?
here in the morning.
Amit also bought into that basketball double. So yeah, we can break that jersey for you. Break a lot of hearts if we break that Ricky in the personal. But yeah, so that's also on the table.
So, guys, what is next? Is it going to be the basketball or is it going to be another jersey break? Those have been popular this morning. Are we going to get a jersey personal? I mean, that's possible as well.
Sean Blasco heard that potential jersey personal going down. He's like, no. And so we are one away in the next jersey break. One away.
One away, though. I mean, still leaving it open. Still leaving that last spot open. Could have gotten in there twice, but wanted to be respectful and give a spot to somebody else. I understand, but you know what? They might snipe you with closer magic.
I guess. You know, it's love the community, love being polite, but also that's how you get sniped.
Let's take a look at some of our ratios here. So we have 18 jersey boxes left, 8 headliners. The minis are absolutely loaded. 10 mini boxes left, 6 headliners. A 60% chance at headliner in the minis. And guys, remember, we always pull 2 minis.
That's right.
When we pull the next one, we'll be down to 8. And my guess is one of those, at least one of those, is going to be a headliner. Diamonds, 18 boxes, 10 headliners. Vault, 21 boxes, 10 headliners, but you also have the 5 vault keys still available. So really, 15 boxes worth your while, 21 boxes in total. And that's not to say those other 6 boxes aren't worth your while. I mean, you're still going home with a helmet in that series. Sometimes we have some hidden authentics in there. The practice squad. This was the one I was kind of talking about earlier. A 1 in 3 chance at a headliner. Adrian James, Aiden Hutchinson, or Garrett Wilson. Those are your 3 in 9 boxes. And then basketball. We've got the 8 headliners amongst 14 boxes. The ratios are just off the charts there. I don't understand why these last 2 spots aren't closing because, guys, you're going to salivate and you're going to jump in there and you're going to win something very, very cool. The one series I did not go over is the reps. Now, in the reps, 22 boxes, 11 headliners. So still a 50-50 shot there. We've got Bo Jackson, Kurt Warner, J.J. Watt. Here's another Warren Mooning. A.J. Green, Patrick Willis, Ricky Williams, once again in there. And then the cousins, Jamison Williams and Kyron Williams. Did you know that they were cousins? I didn't know that until somebody wrote that on the board. A little behind-the-scenes action here because that's a really good stat, really good pull. Jamison Williams and Kyron Williams. And then in the secondary non-photoed headliners, that would be Jalen Carter and Frank Gore. So still plenty to love in that rep series. So if you buy a rep personal, you can jump on in there. I will, I'll drop the buy the mystery box link for you if anybody else wants to get a personal. There's that. But what I'm also going to be dropping for you guys is the breaks for the links for the breaks that are near closing.
Well, jerseys are closed. So
oh, you know what? I should probably.
They just happened. Don't beat yourself up, Mike. It just happened.
No, I'm not beating myself up because I dropped that basketball double first.
Oh, okay.
But I guess I won't have to drop the jerseys because they are ready, as you said. QB Sneak jersey break number 13. Drop me a box number. I can't type, but you know what I meant. QB Sneak number 13. Drop me a box number if your name is. Oh, let me get to you to your break screen. Drop me a name, or drop me a name. Drop me a box number if your name is Herman Williams, Parker Taylor, Sean Blasco, and then it's just Herman Williams one more time.
Yeah. Ask Herman Williams.
You could also go to the wheel, guys. Possibilities are limitless.
Next jerseys are up.
Rip is moving along quickly here in this break room, making sure that our break page stays accurate and up to date.
No downtime. No, keep that.
Help him out by dropping a box number. In fact, that's the jerseys, so it's probably right here. I could probably just grab it, but we got number 18 from Herman. Let me grab that.
You got it? There you go.
All right. Box number 18. Ooh, almost lost it. These are a little bit slipperier. They're slippery compared to our old boxes. Let's get your names randomized. Randomizer screen. There we go. 6 times around all morning. And don't forget, guys, all of these jersey breaks that we've been doing, you guys are getting entered into the Chase wheel spin as well. So I will say,
wheel spin is getting pretty robust.
I will say we will probably be doing that Chase wheel spin closer to around 11 o'clock, but let's see how this goes. 6 times around, here are your divisions. Parker Taylor, you have the NFC North. Sean, you have the NFC South. Herman, you have the rest of the NFC, so the East and the West. Parker Taylor has the AFC North, so King of the North for Parker Taylor. But you also have the South, so all 3 of your spots taking up those 3 divisions. Herman, once again, rounding us out. Herman's the king of the East and the West because his 4 spots, NFC East, NFC West, AFC East, AFC West. So, Good luck, everybody. Let's take a look at what is in box number 18. Do I feel a headliner coming? Oh, I do. Mostly because I opened it up and I cheated. But I don't need to know, or I don't even need to see the board to know that this guy is a headliner in my book. Here's a JSA cert. And here is the man from the Midway, the Monsters, Dick Butkus. Another great pull in these jerseys. That is in the NFC North.
Well done.
That is going to Parker Taylor. He had 3 spots, so just beating out Herman in that break. Very nice. Congratulations on this Dick Butkus. Rest in peace. But an awesome, awesome jersey. And another headliner off the board. 17 boxes remaining. 7 headliners to go. We are pulling nothing but heat here in the jerseys this morning. Love to see that. And it's going to get you guys a very nice Chase wheel spin.
Indeed. Yeah, we're up to 40 names, 40 spots.
40 spots in that Chase wheel spin. That's incredible. JSA certification on the bottom right there, but it also, of course, comes with the card. Dick Butkus. Not going to be too many more of these, I'll tell you that, because this man, you know, unfortunately passed away. Rest in peace. But the legacy that he left with the Chicago Bears is untouchable.
There you go. Congrats there, Parker. Awesome pull. Baker's still out there. Mr. Mayfield is still available, as well as the Ricky Williams foliage print. That's the one Tanya was looking for.
Sorry, Tanya.
Tanya.
You know I'm in this room. You know Bears are going to get pulled, or any NFC North for that matter. But that is going to Parker Taylor.
All right, so those new jerseys are up. Jersey break number 14, wide open for you. 2 left in that basketball double. Mike, I'm trying to recall whether we talked about it or not, but the gift card promo for that basketball.
Oh, I did overlook that. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for, baby. That's what I'm here for.
Those last 2 spots in the basketball should close. You know why? Is because every single entry in that basketball series, every single entry, not just the winners, not just the losers, not just people who buy more than one spot, every single individual entry is an entry into a top spot drawing at the very end of the series and at the very end of the NBA playoffs. We tally up all of the 3-pointers that are made in the finals between the 2 teams. So we know it's going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're still waiting on our representative from the East. But every single 3 made between those 2 teams in the finals will tally $5 onto a gift card that we give to you at the very end, if you are the top name. So 118 threes were made in the 5 games of the NBA Finals last year between the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. That was just in 5 games. That is a $590 gift card, 118 times 5. $590. Can you imagine if the Pacers do close this out, or even the Knicks, really any team, because
The Knicks?
there's a lot of teams coming back from 20-point. Yeah, bing bong indeed. There are a lot of teams coming back from 20-point deficits over there in the East.
Sorry, I could do the whole video.
Oh, yeah. And,
Sorry. Continue.
And so you know that they're going to have to hit some threes along the way, right? So what I'm just saying is it's probably going to be more games than 5, which means it's going to be more threes, which means it's going to be more than just 118 threes that gets you a $590 gift card. We could be looking at just shy of a $1K gift card from Ultimate Autographs. That is the craziness of this series. Every single spot in there gets you an opportunity. And guys, if that is an incentive to close out this basketball double, to get yourselves a really cool jersey or basketball or trophy or Funko Pop, you name it, on top of that, a chance at a gift card, my goodness. What is that? What will it take? We are just absolutely handing out cash.
Hemorrhaging it, you would say, in the form of gift cards. Except we're not, because we're obviously still here doing well.
Yeah, we're still okay. Don't worry. But that is most of the reason why this is called the Beyond the Arc series. So those shots have got to come from beyond the arc for those to count in the finals towards your gift card. I think Rip has already had the electroshock therapy. Yeah, he's shaking over there as we speak. That's why his hair kind of went that way.
Why do you think my hair does this?
As long as you're not taking any toasters to bath with you.
No, they don't wash that well in the bath.
Yeah, it's true. You got to do it in the sink.
It's just the better place for it.
Get your hands all.
Do you ever put your hand all the way down a garbage disposal and turn it on?
No.
Neither have I. That's why I still have all my fingers.
I prefer not to. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. So that basketball is the closest thing we have to a break. Let's jump in there. We've already got plenty of names for this Chase Wheelspin. We can jump in another jersey. I don't mind. We can get into that jersey personal. If what was the name you said on that?
Amit Patel.
Amit Patel. If you're here, Amit, we can do your personal. Let us know. Drop us a message in the chat that you're here and let us know a box number. But if not, we usually like to let that sit throughout the day, make sure it gets broken when you're here or by the end of today's business. But basketball, guys, let's jump in there. 14 boxes, 8 headliners. I mean, that's insane. 4 and 7 shot at a headliner. 4 and 7. That's insane. And gift card galore at the very end. Boy, is it cold in this room.
It's
a little chilly.
Yeah, it did get a little chilly. That AC kicked on. We were at a nice balmy 72 for a while. I don't know what it's going down to right now.
It's still saying 72.
Lies.
But I don't think that's quite true.
Deceptions.
Yeah.
God knows.
That Andor from
Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah. Forrest Whitaker, Saul Guerrera, yeah. I watched my Clone Wars, I know. It's so weird to like see that character in both like animated form and
live
Rebels
action.
and Clone Wars, and then see it as Forrest Whitaker live action.
Yeah,
but it's perfect.
It's incredibly well done, and man, the arc of that character is it's underrated, honestly. I mean, but a lot of the arcs that you get on like Clone Wars or whatever and Rebels, super underrated. Because they're cartoons.
I know.
Or whatever.
People chalk it up to that. But listen, my boy Fives deserved better.
Oh, Fives, man.
5 is my lucky number, and I always liked him. And then when that storyline came out, I was like, I like him even more. And then I won't spoil it for those that haven't seen it. But man, what did they do to my boy Fives?
This one's for you, Fives.
We were so close.
Poor little out for our guy, Fives.
Honestly. Although Commander Cody was always my favorite.
I do love how, like, the whole point of making them clones and putting the helmets on them is so, George Lucas could just like waste them in mass numbers. And then Clone Wars turns around and gives them all personalities and makes you like them individually.
Right. So now they got to come out with like shows and series with live action where they're like their own unique, which they haven't really done yet.
No, not for the clones. Not really.
You had Rex in Ahsoka, but not with the helmet off.
Right.
So, well, actually, no. Did he take it off?
Wait, Ahsoka was he?
Did we see Temur?
No,
I don't.
No,
think so.
The helmet was still on.
The helmet was
in
still
the flashbacks, right?
Yeah.
I want like old grizzled Rex so bad, like from Rebels.
Right.
The best.
I don't know. Give it a couple years. Temur.
They'll get around to it exactly.
There, yeah.
Might be in the movie. Who knows?
Oh, that would be sick. But
it sucks because like, as much as I'll enjoy all the rest of like the Star Wars stuff that's out there right now, it's like now I just want All I want is Tony Gilroy to just keep doing Star Wars. Just keep going, man.
Yeah,
Just keep going in the timeline. Just keep going that direction. Let's redo New Hope, but Tony Gilroy style.
Not New Hope, but
Yes.
You want redo
Yes,
New
redo
Hope?
New Hope.
Oh,
Let's
Lord.
get the realistic spin on that
no.
Nepo baby Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of. You're not.
Yeah,
wrong,
handed
man, but-
everything on a silver platter.
but-
I want to go to Tashi Station.
You might get some flack in the chat for wanting to redo such a classic.
Oh, everyone knows I'm not serious.
Redo the Disney ones, please. Please.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that's what it's all for. Is
Yeah,
we
we eventually
eventually
get to-
retcon all that.
Yeah.
You know.
God. We did the same thing right there. We're
I do
both
like
frustrated.
8, however. I do like
That's a new
Last Jedi.
That's a new way to think of the Derrick Henry. Is it's kind of the same color as Mace Windu's lightsaber.
Oh yeah, I hate and love the story of why he has a purple
He just
lightsaber.
wanted it.
Because it's as simple as that.
Samuel.
And it's a great lesson in that just ask for the things you would like,
Exactly.
and you never know. But also at the same time, it's like, oh, all right, well, that's as much thought as Lucas was putting into some stuff.
No doubt. So, guys, let's see. It is 10:42. I'm going to give you until 11 o'clock to close out that basketball series or anything. We could do another jersey, like I was saying earlier. It could be anything. I'm just saying basketball because of the fact that you'll get the gift cards and, more importantly,
That's crazy.
it's only 2
Mike.
to go.
Mike, that's crazy.
Because we close it out
No, but we're one away.
in the basketball?
Yeah, and that order just came in. It's creepy, honestly.
Well,
It's-
maybe I'm psychic.
Mike, it's freaking me out a little
I'm
bit.
giving you 15 whole minutes plus to close out one spot. That's beyond generous. But I'll tell you, if we don't get to it by 11 o'clock, Rip and I, we're going to be doing our chase wheel spin with the jerseys anyways. So get back in on there in the jerseys, because you know why? We could get more names added. You could get higher chances at winning a gift card for the chase wheel spin while we're doing the basketball. That would be ideal. But if we can only get one of those done, then at 11 o'clock, we're going to be doing our chase wheel spin. And then we will probably be signing off fairly soon here. We've only really done jerseys today. Yes, they were headliners, but we didn't exactly have hits of the show that we could leave up here. Although maybe we'll have a little discussion about
we
what
can
think.
certainly have a discussion.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
there's
it's not like we were, lacking for
no.
boxes ripped open today.
And with
It's
how
just-
I was able to figure out how to
presentable.
prop those jerseys up, I probably should have put one of them up
we
here.
could have,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna use that. I was gonna say steal that, but
No, use it.
we're
yeah,
all on the
use
same
it.
team here, baby.
Might as well do it with whatever comes out of this basketball break if it's a jersey.
Yeah.
If it's a ball, we already have a stand, right?
Right.
If we have a jersey, ooh, baby. Best believe.
You best believe. I tell you what, man. We also, we got that basketball specialty series. And, I teased on the Instagram last week some other stuff that's coming along. Totally unrelated. Went to trivia last night there, Mike. First round, all hockey round.
Ooh.
No one was prepared for it.
But you?
But me, yeah.
Yes.
It was a lot
Love
of
to hear
very
that.
basic hockey, a lot of who has the most Stanley Cups, what's Wayne Gretzky's nickname. Again, real
Nobody
base
had some of
level
this
stuff.
stuff?
Huh?
Nobody had some of this stuff?
Here and there. There was a bonus question that I really liked. It was the actor. It was a combination. So you mash them together. The actor that played the coach in Miracle, and the actor that played the sheriff turned coach in Mystery Alaska. What do you get? You put them both together.
Kurt.
Russell.
I don't know. I was thinking of the mashup.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of,
Kurt Russell, and then
Oh, Kurt Russell Wilson?
no.
No. Who was the sheriff? Kurt Russell.
Are you not entertained? Kurt Russell Crowe.
Oh, yeah,
There you
yeah. Duh, yeah. Why? Oh, I forgot Russell Crowe was. Yeah.
Yeah. What was another one? What's the name of the brothers from Slapshot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Some real low hanging fruit that was not the crowd for that. Let me just say.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much more of a
Should have called the Hanson brothers
pop
in.
culture and
For real.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Give
I
him-
was
give
so
him-
we're
give him
at
some
the
2 cents.
We're at the table trying to whisper our answers to each other, and I'm like, Hanson brothers. Like what? Mbop.
Oh yeah, I forget that that's the same.
Yeah, one I didn't get was I didn't have Gordie Howe's nickname off the top of my head.
Mr. Hockey.
It was, and then I looked it up afterwards. It's like, well, I could have
You're like,
stumbled
oh,
into
duh,
that.
right? Yeah.
I could have just been joking around. I was like, I don't know, Mr. Hockey, and I could have gotten that one right.
Did you know
but-
Gordie Howe doesn't even have the most quote unquote Gordie Howe hat tricks? Like, he's actually only got like 2 or 3.
What is a Gordie Howe hat trick?
A fight. Well, I should start off. A goal, an assist, and a fight.
Excellent. Who has the most of those?
All in one game. It's a good question. I knew this, but I don't know if I still do.
Oh,
Let's
you're the one that brought it up. I figured you might know.
Gordie Howe hat trick totals. Yeah, so Gordie Howe only had 2 Gordie Howe hat tricks in his entire career. The top 2 players with the most Gordie Howe hat tricks in NHL history are Rick Tocchet, who just signed with the Flyers. Well, I think is signing with the Flyers. I don't know if that's confirmed. With 18, and Brendan Shanahan, who was just let go of the Leafs front office with 17. Basketball is closed,
17.
Ty Percival is saying. All right.
Nice.
Let's go. Rest in peace, Gordie Howe, though. An absolute legend. But yeah, interesting. Now I got to commit that to memory that it is Brendan Shanahan with 17, but then it is Rick Tocchet with 18. I don't think that'll ever get surpassed. Although then again, in today's day and age in the NHL, the bruisers do have to kind of be also skill players. So it actually might be more possible, more feasible. All right.
There we go.
We are ready to go here. Let's get into our break screen. Here is that basketball break. So, Beyond the Arc basketball double box break number 4.
And the next double will be up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry if that was annoying.
What was that? You putting that
Nothing.
back up? So drop me a number, actually drop me 2 numbers if your name is Marvin Menz, Al Gaona, Mark McAdams, Amit Patel. You're in here, my guy. Did you, well, it was 2 to go for some time now. I'm not sure if you're still in here, but I know Chris Godfrey and Ty Percival are in here. So drop me 2 box numbers or Ty going for the wheel twice. So we will go to the wheel twice. But Amit, if you are in here, we have your jersey personal that we can do. Just let us know that you're here so we know to break it while you're watching. Let's go to that wheel. Wheel out of 30. You see those basketball numbers scrolling at the bottom, but it's going to be the wheel that decides what we go for here. So here's our first spin of the wheel. That is going to land on box number 23. We do not have that in the jerseys. I'm sorry, excuse me, in the basketball. We have 26 and 29, so that's right smack dab. No, actually, that's closer to 26. What am I saying? Actually, no. I'm
Make up your mind here,
I'm way off. It is smack dab in the middle. I had that part right, but it's smack dab in the middle of 20 and 26. So we're gonna go to the picker wheel. Well, those are both even numbers. Technically, it should lean towards 20, but I'm gonna go to the picker wheel since it's 23, since it's right there. So let's clear out all of these. We do 20, 26, and
Why would it lean towards 20?
because 1, 2. Oh no, I guess it is right smack down in the middle. I was thinking even numbers, like if you count the actual. Never mind. It's too early for math. What are we talking about? 20 and 26. We're gonna go with 26 on that picker wheel. And then we're going to go back to our wheel one more time. Where we at here to get our second number. What did I say? 26? 26. We'll take that off the board over here. And spin again for our other number. That is going to land on, oh boy, 21. So we're going to get 20 anyways, because that is what is closest to 21. So 20 and 26 coming off the ticker and off the boxes. Save that. Let me get those names down here. Marvin Menz, thank you. Al Gaona, Mark McAdams, Amit Patel, Chris Godfrey, and Ty Percival. We're going to go around 6 times in the randomizer. There's those names dropped in there. Let's get it going.
Per usual, Tanya, I think for that they'll pull when the series ends. When the basketball series is closed out, that's when we'll pull for that gift card.
Yes,
and then, of
sir.
course, when the finals is over, we'll know how much that gift card will be.
So there are your divisions randomized, as you can see them better here. These are a little bit different divisions because it's the basketball break series. So the LA Lakers and the Golden State Warriors out in that Bay Area. You've got Chris Godfrey. Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks, Amit Patel. Boston Celtics and New York Knicks, way over on the East Coast, Ty Percival. Phoenix Suns and Detroit Pistons, Marvin Menz. Jazz, San Antonio Spurs, and Sacramento Kings, all going to Mark McAdams. The Heat, the Houston Rockets, and the team that the Heat beat in the play-in rounds, the Chicago Bulls, all in that series for Marvin as well. Al Gaona has the Mavs, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Supersonics discontinued, but still in our break room. LA Clippers, the Trailblazers, and the Hornets all going to Marvin there. So good luck, everybody. Here is box 20 of 30 in the basketball series. What do we have here? This is interesting. Ah, okay. It's the first time I'm pulling one of these. It is a headliner. This is going to be the Allen Iverson Funko Pop on the 76ers right there. So that is going to Amit Patel. So not only Amit are you going to get your jersey personal by the end of the day today, but you're also going home with an Allen Iverson Funko. Let me take it out of the bag so you can see it a little bit more clearly right there. I don't want to be touching that signature though, and I want to keep this box in as mint condition as possible. Very nice though, pulling away with the Allen Iverson right there on that 76ers Funko Pop. Really cool. I really enjoy Funko Pop. I don't know why they get so much hate. They're very cartoony and I like them. I think that's a cool touch.
They only get hate. The only time I've seen, oh boy, hey, what's going on? How we doing? We having a good time
over there.
Hey, this is the only place I ever see them get hate. These things are valuable.
Yes.
They're fun. They're easy to display. They make great gifts, and they're very valuable.
Yeah, these are like collector's items. They're not just your typical bobblehead that you get from your local, card collector shop. Like these are special series. Just try finding not only an Allen Iverson, but try finding like a Deadpool one right after a Deadpool movie comes out. And they have multiple versions. Like they had a Bob Ross version of him because he dressed up as it the one time. They had a Risky Business one. No, or was it a Ferris Bueller style one when he comes out for the post-credits scene? All right, this bag is not like.
Yeah, I was gonna
closing.
say you doing all right over there, Mike.
Yeah, it's like. It's
I think it's fine. Again, I don't think we need to vacuum seal the
I wasn't even
Funko.
trying to vacuum seal. I was just trying to close it up.
Sure. Well,
Allen Iverson going to Amit Patel. We got one more box to go here.
but yeah, man, that's you got that AI. That's about as big as the statue they made for him.
Yeah, no kidding. 5'9". That is.
All right, one left in this break.
Wrote that sideways, but
Of course, the next basketball double is up and Adam ready to be picked apart.
all right. Box number 26 of 30. I'm super excited to be doing a basketball break. Let's take a look at what we've got in here. Good luck, everyone. It's a little bit of a deviation from the norm in these basketball breaks. Oh, here comes a ball.
We balling.
This might stay on the table.
Let me get this
Let's
for you.
see. Who do we have on here? Well,
How's it
here's-
looking?
Here's a card.
How's it looking?
I haven't even seen a signature, but everything is signed in this break room. Oh, this is 100% staying on the table. Because this, my friends, is, in fact...
Hey, what time is
Let me
it?
double check that this doesn't have any team insignia, because he's played for multiple teams. So it is...
What time is it?
It is
What
Dame
time is it?
time for sure.
What time is it?
Damian Lillard on that basketball right there. Am I holding this upside down? I'm holding this upside down. I was like, why does it look backwards on camera? It's because I was holding it my way. Damian Lillard on this Wilson Authentic Series indoor-outdoor NBA ball. But don't use this. Don't use this. Dame Dalla on here. You know what's funny, Rip, is I was listening to Dom Dalla on the way
Okay.
here this morning. Not always I do, don't get me wrong, I like all types of music for the most part. Not typically what I'd be listening to on the way here. It'd be usually podcasts or something like that, but I think I sung this into the universe.
Yeah.
A Dame Dalla after I listened to Dom Dalla, and this, of course, is a Bucks hit, so that is going to Al Gaona. Congratulations on your Damian Lillard basketball right here. Another headliner, my man.
The
That's
breaks
awesome.
work in mysterious ways, you know?
Breaks do work in mysterious ways. You have the Fanatics certification on this side over here next to the Adam Silver authentic signature in here. I mean, it's not his actual signature. It's the one that's printed into the ball, but you have the barcode on there. I haven't done a basketball pull, so this is very
Nice,
cool.
right? Feels
Yeah.
good. You want to
does feel
shoot? It
good.
looks. I can see
Yeah,
right now.
right?
You want to shoot
Like,
it.
Oh, yeah.
Shooters wanna shoot.
I'm actually a lefty when it comes to basketball.
Oh, no
Which is
way.
one of the few things that I am lefty in. I brush my teeth lefty and I shoot a basketball lefty. Although it still feels awkward to me, like my natural is to go righty,
Okay.
but I'm more accurate when I'm lefty.
Interesting.
So
That's fascinating.
as you can tell, basketball is not my number one sport. But yeah, we're gonna throw Dame right on up
there
here.
you go.
That is a nice hit for sure. Actually, I'm gonna bring him
Yeah, get him on
at
the
the
product
forefront
cam.
here, so you guys can ooh and ah at Al's very nice hit right
I
there.
never see them. Ooh and ah.
Dame time. Let me get you written up, Al. And it is just under 11 o'clock here, 10:59. So we're gonna go over to do our chase wheel spin, unless we're close on any jersey breaks.
We're not. For the first time this morning, we're not.
Yeah, jerseys have been flying off the shelves here, quite literally. So, we're gonna go ahead and do the chase wheel spin. How close are we on anything else, Rip? Are we wide open?
We are 5 away in the. Okay, so we are 5 away in the next jersey. So just saying. But again, jersey's been absolutely on fire. So that is kind of far away for the jerseys comparatively to where they've been. 5 away in the practice squad single. A lot of fun in that practice squad still to be had. 6 away in the minis, 6 away in the diamond double, and 6 away in the quad vault.
All right. Okay, so I heard some 5s in there. I will tell you guys that if we can go ahead and close out a series by the time we are done with our chase wheel spin. Listen to this, Rip.
Okay.
I will take that series and put them into a separate chase wheel spin.
With whatever break, with whatever fills?
With whatever fills.
Oh.
With whatever fills. If we could get one more break in here, I know you said that the practice squad was 5 to go. Was that the double or the single?
Single.
So practice squad singles 5 to go. Jerseys are 5 to go. We're going to do our chase wheel spin right now with the jerseys. But if by the time we are done with that chase wheel spin, I'm talking randomizing, I'm talking me talking and extending the time right here, I'm talking us getting that spin in to get somebody a gift card, we will do a second chase wheel spin just for that break alone. So let's slide on over. Rip's got our names in here. He said that there were, I think, up to 40 names already. 40 names indeed in our chase wheel spin. I'm going to copy those down. Good luck, everybody. Let's get you into...
Derek out here trying to buy more time. Amet, where you at? Can we open it? Can we open your personal? We got to keep these guys on longer.
All right, let's go into...
Sorry, Derek. I didn't mean to make you sound like a teen in the throes of puberty.
6 times around on the randomizer. As you can see after the first randomization, we have all 40 names in here. Let's go 5 more times. 2, 3. I know I'm going quick, guys, but I'll slow it down a little bit. Buy you some time to jump in there. 5. Who's going to stay on? Is this Derek? We were just talking to you. Are you going to stay on top here? He's got a couple of spots in here. Let's see who has the top spot after our 6th randomization. It is John Gomez.
Hey.
John Gomez. John, where are you at, my man?
Johnny.
Let us know, Mr. John Gomez, if there is a particular number you would like us to start on this wheel for your chase wheel spin. If not, I will be starting it at 1.
While we wait to possibly hear from John, we are now 3 away, thanks to Big Herm.
Ooh, 3 away.
Taking up half the spots here in the next jersey break. So
Okay.
if anyone wants to share that love with Herm and Parker, who is also in that jersey, show that love. Hop in that jersey. Let's get one more chase wheel spin, because this would be a separate chase wheel spin, right?
It would be. It would
There
be.
you go. Derek wants to get that Ricky run one way or another.
No doubt. So, Mr. John Gomez, I'm going to give you till 11:05-ish. Yeah, I'll go 11:05. It's 11:03 right now. I don't know how far along we are in the minute. I'll give you till 11:05 to give me your number. If not, I'll be spinning from 1, and you'll be coming home with a UA gift card. About 60 seconds to go here, meaning you guys have about 60 seconds to go ahead and close out that jersey break. If it's only 3 to go, it's got to happen during this show. And I did promise a chase wheel spin for that specific break as well. I apologize to change the rules up on some people, but hey, if you're still in here, that means you're a true fan. You're a true breaker here in the Ultimate Autographs break room, and that means you know of this opportunity, so that means you have all the opportunity to just jump in there. So.
Or it could mean, there you go, Ty's going to get a jersey spot. That's 2 more left. It could also mean, Mike, that you've just gone mad with power.
That's
another possibility.
I'm not going to fault anybody for doing that.
I don't want to rule it out, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you have gone mad with power, but, I'm just reading the tea leaves here, trying to catch which way the wind's blowing.
If you've got the ability to go mad with power, you're a successful person, I guess.
What?
11:05 is on the clock right now, so we're going to spin for John. John, here is what you were coming home with in a UA gift card. Decent number right there. decent number, just under half. That is going to be a $49 gift card
Okay.
for John Gomez.
That's a practice
Mr.
squad right
Gomez.
there.
Yeah, honestly, no doubt. So it looks like we have done our Chase wheel spin. I know Rip has to go and send that gift card over to John. He's got to copy down John's email. So you guys have some time. I know Ty was saying, just give me a second. I'm jumping into the jersey. And then, we'll be less than 3 to go. But are we going to be closed out? That's the question.
There he is.
Let's see here. Ty saying, I got one. So I believe, are we 2 to go then?
Well, hold on. Let me just, hold on.
Listen, I know I said we had to be closed out. Since we've made so much movement in it, I'll give it till
49, you say?
$49. Yep.
Okay. That is sent. And, all right, let me see these orders here. Looks like we're in good shape. Let me just to get this all sorted out. There we go. Ty, thank you so much. Ty Guy. Hope you're safe out on those roads, or if you're just chilling this morning, I hope you're chilling like a villain. And
So 2
then
spots to go.
closing us out there is going
closed
to be Mario Ortiz.
All right. Love to see that we are, in fact, closed out. So let's get back into our break screen. He pulled over.
Oh,
Good
man.
Good man.
Now every time I see like a semi truck pulled over on the side of the road while I'm on the highway,
Is that Ty?
I'm just gonna think they're buying into brake spots.
Oh my goodness.
They're not getting rest. They're not taking a winker or anything like that. They're just like, I gotta get this Ricky Williams jersey.
Well, there are those 8 spots with those 8 names. We're going to copy those over and randomize, but I need a box number here first, so let me drop that message in the chat. There we go. Still hunting for that Ricky Williams, maybe that Baker Mayfield, maybe that Bo Nix. Ty saying box number 5. Let me grab that for you.
All right. And those names are all in the new Chase wheel spin for you. So we'll have another one of those miraculously.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody thank Mike for that.
Yep.
I want to see in the chat. Thank you, Mike. Everyone that's in this jersey break.
You're too kind. You're too kind. Box number 5.
You're too kind.
That is my lucky number. So let's go ahead and randomize you guys 6 times around. Book into box 5. There's this. There's that. No problem, Ty. Let's see if we can't get you what you were chasing for 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5, and 6. There's 6 times around. Copy. And let's paste that all in here. NFC North belongs to Mario Ortiz, our closer magic. Herman Williams has the NFC South, but he also has the whole rest of the AFC. That's the AFC South, so King of the South right there. AFC East and AFC West, which leaves NFC East to Parker Taylor, NFC West to Ty Percival, and AFC North to Mario Ortiz. You guys can see that right there. No problem, Herman. Good luck, everybody. Herman's got 4 spots, so the chances are ever so in his favor. Let's see if somebody else can snipe, though. Ooh, okay. I'm glad we stayed on. It's not a headliner, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
But it is
So
a
you're
cool
still glad
pull.
we stayed on.
I am still
So,
glad
all right.
we stayed on. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure I know. I'm pretty sure I know which team this is. Yeah. But I just wanted to.
not clear from the jersey?
It is. Actually, it's pretty clear, but
Let me see here. Oh, okay.
I should have known this one. But I just wanted to double check because
Oh,
it wasn't listed on there.
Sure.
Usually it's listed, although we did have one listed incorrectly today. How about Icky Woods on that Cincinnati Bengals orange and black? Icky Woods. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I just did what Carl Anthony Towns did to his knee.
Oh my goodness.
Ow!
Icky Woods right there on the jersey. That is a Cincinnati Bengals hit. That, of course, is in your AFC North. That is going to Mario Ortiz, our closer magic right up in there. Mario, congratulations. It is in the and more section, but it is still a very nice hit. Love the orange on this one. Love the retro Bengals laundry right there. That's not quite the jersey striping they go with these days, so a little bit of a throwback right there. And yes, congrats to Mario on that one. And don't forget, guys, if you didn't win, you're now entered in another Chase wheel spin. Just those 8 names. So chances are high for you to get a UA gift card coming out of this one. I'm so generous today. It's a Friday. It's a payday for most, I think. It's a Friday. I wanted to spread the wealth.
Payday for your boys here. It's just sad. It's all as quick as it comes in, it leaves right away, doesn't it?
You know, I woke up this morning and I was like, no, it's going to stay. That seems like a decent check.
I can make this last. Oh, it's May 30th. That's right. I forgot.
And then I was like, you know what?
Rent.
Actually, I have a couple things that I need to put that towards. So here's that. It is going to get eaten up quickly.
Yep, mine already did.
So there's that. I did go to AC/DC, so got to recoup from that. And the Indy 500.
Well, you've been all around, man.
Most of the games I go to are free now because I'm there as press.
Helps.
But most of the food's free too. That's the best part too. As an Italian, woo, give me free food. I like it. What else have I been doing? That's about it. I'm tempted to go and throw that money, some of this money, ahead of time at either some Riot Fest tickets or
That's where mine's going.
Or Lincoln Park tickets.
Oh. Yeah, we're currently in the stage of Riot Fest tickets where we're just trying to convince as many friends as possible to go as well.
Is it still cheaper right now with the pre-sale or something like that? Or did they go up?
Well, I'll tell you, it's not as cheap as it was, but that's just me gonna complain about that.
I know it's cheaper when they don't announce the headliner.
Yeah.
They do.
And then there's gonna be a point where they're gonna raise the price of the tickets as it gets closer. So it's gotta get them as soon as you can.
No doubt.
20th anniversary, I think. So they really went all. I mean, we've gone over the lineup, but
yeah,
they've really gone all out.
All right, so secondary Chase wheel spin with just these 8 names. Let me copy those down, put them in the randomizer just before 11:15 here. So we're gonna be wrapping up shortly, unless you guys want to jump into another break and get things going. Let's get me my first wheel spin. Yeah, Ty. Let's hope. Let's get 6 times around here. There we go. Top spot is going to come away with this second UA gift card. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ty!
Guy!
All right, my man. You're getting the Chase wheel spin here.
That's what we pull over for, baby.
All right. When I saw that name didn't go to the top in all of those previous 5 randomizations, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. He called it, though. He spoke it into existence. Let's get you over to the wheel here.
Even he says no way.
No way, indeed. So we spun a 49 today. I like our chances. What would you like me to start on, Ty? I can start you on 1. He says start on 88. Oh, I do remember you saying that because that is my boy Patrick Kane's number. So we'll start you on 88. We'll zoom out there. Here we go, Ty. Your first ever Chase wheel spin. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Come on, man.
Oh,
We can't. We can't do this.
Add $10. We could be generous today.
Yeah,
We'll add $10 to that. My goodness. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
I pulled who was pulling was it a Ricky? Who always pulls ones on the spins?
oh, geez. Well, it ain't me. That's yeah. We got 11
Oh
coming
my
your way.
gosh. Oh no. Listen, we'll make that an 11 for you. Oh my goodness. Ty, I'm
Not
so
on
sorry.
to me.
After all that, I was so excited. That's all right. Hey, 11's better than nothing. It almost pays for about half of that jersey break that you got into. So we're giving you a little bit back. Better than zero, right? There's no zero on this wheel. I was so hoping it would inch a little bit further and get you the full 100. I don't think I've ever seen a 100 get spun. So
I've gotten close. I've gotten
Yeah.
a 98. I think a 99.
yeah. I think I've done a 97. But man, okay. All right. Well, hey, them's the breaks. Still a phenomenal show. Rip, what would you say? I mean, we do have the Dame ball out here, but we've had a couple of really nice jerseys as well. What would be your hit of the show?
Oh, well, hit of the show, number one with a bullet for me is going to be the Dame Lillard ball. Like I said earlier, he was one of my favorite non-Heat players for the longest time. Easy for me, the Dame Lillard ball. After that, probably that Warren Moon jersey.
I would agree. Even as a Bears fan, I like the coloring on the Warren Moon jersey. I like that it's a throwback to a team that doesn't really exist anymore. He paid 19 for the break, so not bad. All right.
Feel a lot better
there we go.
about that now.
I know I have less pain in my chest now. Not from the sickness, but from just the anxiety of that. But listen, my man, that's great nonetheless. I would agree with you. I would put the Warren Moon at number 2 right behind this Dame ball right here. And then I would put my Dick Butkus at 3.
Where are you putting it? Oh my God, Mike!
Wait a minute.
You can't just put that anywhere you want.
It's Friday, but it's not after hours Friday.
What are you talking about?
Listen, guys, we are not close on anything yet.
Nah.
So we are going to be hopping off here. Rip, any final thoughts on the show?
I'll say this. Ty, congrats on getting your first Chase wheel spin. You got your first Chase wheel spin and your first crappy spin out of the way.
Oh, no, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all going to be, this is all I'm saying. I don't know nothing. I don't know how these wheels work. I barely know how the internet works. But I'll say this, man. I mean, it can't get much worse than that.
Yeah,
It's all uphill. It's all sunshine and roses after that.
It's a fair point. Well, guys, thank you all for joining in with us on this beautiful Friday morning.
Beautiful Friday
Hopefully you
morning.
guys are safe out
Truly
there.
is a beautiful Friday morning. After crap weather all week, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oy, oy, oy.
Ty, stay
Needed
safe
it.
on those roads, my man. Everybody else, thank you for
highways and
joining us
byways.
as well. Be sure to follow us on all of our socials. That is TikTok, Instagram, X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook. We also go live on Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram. YouTube. That would be YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, where you can find us going live on these shows to jump into the UA break room. You can get your spots from there. You can go ahead and tell your friends and share it, and turn on the notifications to make sure you know that we go live at 9 in the morning, noon, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and soon to be back, not quite yet, but soon to be back, will be the UA After Dark shows on Friday. So no UA After Dark tonight, but it'll be coming back fairly soon. Other than that, be sure to check out, maybe Rip and myself go live on Instagram every once in a while after shows, so we can go live on there as well, but it won't be like it is here in the break room. So those are just YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook platforms for that. Thank you all for tuning in once again for a beautiful Friday morning here in the break room. For my co-host, Rip Camelucci, I am Mike Napolitano, and we will see you